New video shows what animal groups call a cockfighting ring with no one holding the felony act accountable. They say Oklahoma law enforcement needs to enforce a law when caught in the act. I listened as advocates say those laws need to be enforced, while one lawmaker isn't giving up the fight to weaken them. Acting on a tip that a cockfighting event would be taking place outside of Sulphur, Animal Wellness Action and Shark, showing animals respect and kindness, flew a drone and discovered this. Then they called the Maury County Sheriff's Office.
And yet they sent one officer. That's a big problem. I mean, who would do that? If you're intent on breaking this thing up, on citing, on arresting people, on taking the birds.
This is video inside the tent and after the participants simply left with reportedly no arrests or consequences.
We credit the Maury County Sheriff's Office for responding and interrupting the fight, but I think we're deeply concerned about the follow-through.
It's the latest example in what groups call turning a blind eye to cockfighting, a state felony. Some lawmakers have since tried to decriminalize the inhumane sport and work with groups like the Oklahoma Game Fowl Commission.
It's the equivalent of narcotics traffickers or other organized criminals pleading with lawmakers to give them relief.
Leading the charge to reduce cockfighting to a misdemeanor multiple times, Representative Justin Humphrey, who refutes the idea that hundreds of game fowl tethered to a pen means the owners are involved in the crime, like this property owned by the head of the OGC. You've lived in Oklahoma, all your life?
All my life.
You know exactly what a cockfighting farm looks like.
Never been to one.
Huh?
Well, I know what a farm looks like. I've never been to a cockfight.
His argument has remained the same, in that punishments for other crimes are worse.
I personally think strangling your wife is worse than fighting a chicken. I personally think beating up the police is worse than fighting a chicken. I personally believe fentanyl killing thousands is worse than fighting a chicken.
Humphrey's legislation this session did not make it out of the Senate. We called the Maury County Sheriff's Office multiple times this afternoon, and no one answered or returned our voicemail message. We want